A month-long artistic adventure in Kluane National Park is being revealed across Canada today. TrueWild, a legacy for the national parks, features artist Cory Trepanier, his paintings, and his journey through the park last year, all wrapped up in a 23-minute film created for Parks Canada. It's going public today on YouTube, and Cory Trepanier is in Toronto. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
How does it feel today to finally be able to launch and talk about the film?
You know, it feels great. After having had such an incredible experience myself there, it's really rewarding to try to connect other people to these places. And this film is one of my big goals, is we'll share a bit of the awe and wonder that I had while in Kluane. So I'm excited to do it.
So Cory, tell us more about what people will see in the film.
Well, there's 4 sort of legs to the journey. I began with 9 days up in the ice fields exploring the biggest mountain in Canada. And no, I didn't climb it, although that would have taken up the entire summer. It was really great to get up there and paint it from the ice fields itself. I then carried on and hiked down the Donjac route for another 9 days and canoed and rafted. So essentially, it's a month of exploration in some of the most raw, remote wilderness that we have. And all the time, bringing my easel with me, trying to capture it on canvas.
Well, it looks beautiful. I had a chance to see the film, and how did you manage to balance the adventure of exploring that park, which is quite rugged, the painting, and also the making of the film?
Well, I think that's where the workout came in, because we naturally had to carry all the filming gear as well. The reality is, you know, you go into a wild place like that doing what I'm doing, and you'd think that at every turn you'd be starting to paint something, and I was very tempted to, but doing that would mean that I wouldn't be able to make it to the next spot. So as a result, I only managed to really start a painting every 2 days or so, because there's so much travel involved in between. So that's where the balancing comes in. It's just a matter of camping and exploring, and the painting. But to be honest, the exploration side of it is half the fun for me too.
Now, a longer version of the film is coming soon, and tell us about that.
Well, you know, it's an awful lot to pack into 20 minutes from a month in this extraordinary place. So we're working on a film that's going to be closer to 70 or 80 minutes long for later this fall. And in that film, I hope to share other parts of the adventure that, you know, I couldn't fit into this. Some of the history, for example, of the people that we encountered along the way. Dave Dixon, you know, the fellow who took us out on horseback, his family has deep roots in the region, raising wild, you know, horses through the Donjac Valley for generations. So I'd like to bring those types of things into the film as well. And allow the film to linger longer on the big shots of these beautiful places, because the goal is to not only share it on television, but I'd like to also take it to the big screen and show people this you know, extraordinarily large and beautiful place on the biggest screens I could find. And then maybe, just maybe, there'll be just a little taste closer to what it's really like being there.
Was there a highlight of the journey for you, Cory?
Oh gosh, yeah, there's a whole bunch. I mean, seeing Afterglow at the edge of Dusty Glacier in the ice fields. I'd finished painting what I thought was, you know, a really great scene. The sun had gone down, and then out of nowhere, just a little bit of pink glow came out, and it just magically lit up some of the snowy peaks. And just, I had to drop my brushes. I was like, there's nothing I could do. The scene had changed so dramatically. And then, of course, there's the epic collapse of this incredibly beautiful iceberg at the very last evening of the trip, which is, fortunately, we got it all on camera.
You're right place at the right time. So how else can people find out more about the short film, the long format film, and your artwork?
Well, you know, going to TrueWild.ca is the easiest way. From there, you can click a button to watch the French or English version of the film. But on the website itself, we also developed an interactive map where people can sort of connect with the art and the journal blogs with, you know, get right into Kluane, zoom right in and out. There's obviously more of my paintings in there as well, and there's links that take you back to my regular website. But I'd just start at TrueWild.ca and then go see the films on Parks Canada's YouTube channels from there.
Well, it's a feast for the eyes, the film and your artwork, Cory, and thank you so much for joining us today.